Hello, everyone. I'm just kind of being guided to sit down in this moment and connect with you. I had a very intense experience today, and it kind of changed my entire perspective and perception on life. And it was for I was I tried to make a video explaining what happened, but then I was shown that that experience was solely for me. And I don't have to necessarily bring forward what happened. I just have to bring forward this presence that um, was found in it. And we truly are blessed here on earth with the experience that we have and just everything that's created we get to experience. And that I was shown today the power of observation and the power of listening and the power of presence, and how I don't know how to explain this. Beautiful flower over there. How in the blink of an eye your entire life can change, and literally nothing can change and everything can change simultaneously, because that's the power of polarity, the power of, I mean, just kind of how things work. I can imagine that there are many people watching this, or, yeah, many people will watch this and understand that the only thing holding you back is you. You're being given every single thing that you need to make the changes in your life. The question is, are you listening, and do you have the discernment to make those changes, to shift that focus, to harmonize the energies? Ascension isn't easy. Soul evolution is not easy. It comes with many deaths, and they're not physical deaths. Spiritual deaths can feel like physical deaths, but it's just you recognizing the box that you've kept yourself in. And I spoke about that today in my post on Instagram about the houses that we build for ourselves, and how we kind of trap ourselves into these zones that are comfortable, and because we're afraid, which is a root chakra, a root programming, because we're afraid to step into the unknown because it's unknown, we find ourselves bringing more things into the house to make sure that we're comfortable, instead of just stepping outside and realizing that it's the same, right? Inside and outside is one and the same, and this is something that's known. There's a hermetic, as above, so below, as within, so without, and it's just talking about how, like, everything's a reflection of everything else. Like, we all have the same aspects within us. The question is, are we recognizing them? You know, I'll say it again, ascension is not easy. You experience things that make you feel uncomfortable so you can see and grow, so you can see things from a different perspective. That's the point of this ascension. Now we're experiencing a lot of energy that is really making us sit down and look at our lives, and ask the question of, you know where the fuck am I? What am I doing? Is this right? And it's not to to question the creation that we have created, but it's to show us that we're becoming more in harmony with who and what we truly are, which transcends this physical existence altogether, and this earth is beautiful as it is, and there isn't anything that we need to change that, you know? And this video is partly coming from like I said, from the experience that I had earlier, which I'm gonna tag at the end of this little message. Um, Today's the day that I've wholeheartedly decided that I'm putting down Mother Ganja as far as like ingesting it into my body. I had a very major ego death today, and the last few days I've been working hard on like letting go of the things that no longer serve me, and I took a tolerance break for a couple of days, and today I connected very deep with the energy, with Source, with God, with Mother Earth, with the All. And, you know, Mother Ganja has gotten me very far in life. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here without that. It's helped ground me a lot during, a lot of tumultuous times, and it has a lot of healing capabilities. And yet there still comes a point in time where you realize that it raises and lowers your vibration simultaneously, and you do give away some of your power when you are ingesting an external source of energy. That's why, I don't eat meat, because consuming death does things to your body. You know, that's why I don't believe in vaccines, because it does something to your body. They are foreign objects inside of your body that don't come from Mother Earth. I mean, meat comes from Mother Earth, but you're eating something that is you, that is an aspect of you, that's flesh. Be like eating. Yeah, I'm not going to go down that path, because that's just my own personal belief in the spiritual aspect, right? But you know I've had many acid trips, and I've done many drugs in my life, for a while, and I always knew that this day would come that I would let go of this last thing that I know I've been using as a crutch to help me relax and to help clear my mind. But today I was shown that, there comes a point where you start to realize that it is creating a barrier between you and Source. And I don't want that barrier anymore. And I knew, like I said, I've known that this day was coming. I didn't know that it was going to be today. But I can tell you that I've chosen to step into a new reality, to step into the unknown, because it's no more scarier than what I've experienced in my life, abuse, both physical, mental, and emotional, sexual abuse. I've experienced a lot of stuff, and I'm not even 30 yet. I have traveled around the world. I got to do that while I was in the military. I got to see a lot of beautiful places, a lot of things that might have been tied to a matrix existence, but it was still an experience that helped me get to where I am right now inside. I wouldn't be Micah if I hadn't experienced all of that. And I wouldn't be closer to Source if I hadn't experienced all of that. And realizing that, on a soul level, like, we are genderless beings, and we are just all of this. All of this energy is us. And the fifth dimension is a high. It's a natural high because you have found unconditional love in every single thing, and you don't need anything to try and help you ascend. You don't need anything to try and help you connect. You just need you and your intuition. And it will always lead you exactly where you need to be with exactly what you need, because it is you. You're God. You are the creator of your reality. Because your thoughts and your intentions and your will is thy will at the end of the day. And we're all on our own journey experiencing this connection and finding this connection, and there's no wrong or right way to do it, because God doesn't judge, only humans judge. God understands ultimately that we are meant to experience all of this. And if you're feeling judged, it's probably because something's trying to get your attention to show you that you can do things a different way. You don't have to do things that are going to make you feel that way. So, yeah. This video is a little longer for Instagram. I was hoping to maybe put it on there, but it's going to be too long. So, it's going to be posted on YouTube. The link will be in the description. Don't be afraid to step into the unknown, even if it's uncomfortable, because I'm telling you, like, not that not smoking is uncomfortable, it's just I've been hanging on to that empathic label. I'm so sensitive. I'm so sensitive. I have to have something to help me, but that's just a blanket to keep myself down. Ultimately, I am. I am a warrior. I am an angel. So, yeah. Thank you for joining me today. Yeah, this journey is a blessing. It's beautiful. And I got checked pretty hard today. But it was a beautiful moment, a beautiful experience, a beautiful thing for me to be able to break that cycle, to see truly what it's doing to me, and how it's holding me back, you know. This isn't for everybody. Like I said, everyone's on their own journey, and when you're ready, you're ready. You'll know. You'll know when you need to make that choice, when you need to make that move. It's just about trusting yourself and believing that you have it within you to do it. I had a friend in the military, Jason. Positive mental attitude. And over the last little bit, I've been sitting with the hormones that your mind secretes through your endocrine system. There's 7 hormones that your mind secretes to help balance you. Your thalamus, yes, your hypothalamus, your thalamus in your mind is in the shape of a 9, which is connected to the secretion of fear and the fear hormone and what makes you feel anxiety and fear. That emotion is tied to your root chakra. So your root, your mind, and your soul are all connected. And then when these hormones are balanced, you're in this neutral, unconditional, observational point of view. And it's beautiful. And that's what true oneness, the omnipresence is. And it's attainable. But the question is, are you willing to let go of everything that you've ever known of what you think truly exists to find that? Death's an illusion. But are you willing to sit down and understand why that is? Or what makes that possible? Because the answer is there. The question is, are you listening? it's such a faint whisper. Something that was came up today. I realized that I just kept going after I was going to stop, but something that came up today was had a conversation with my father-in-law about Elijah, the story in the Bible, and he wanted to know what he wanted to hear God speak. And there was a large windstorm, and there was what else did he say? Um, there was a large windstorm, and I think tremors. That's what it was, tremors. And it wasn't during all of that that God spoke. It was a faint whisper that he heard amongst it all. So, as the wind picks up, right? It's just something to think about. I had a serious anxiety attack today while I was smoking, and it was my recognition that I needed to let that go. It wasn't the first time. I felt like that a few times here recently while smoking. So if you're feeling uncomfortable, it is your emotional state of being trying to get your attention that there's something in your reality that needs to shift. Perspective. There's something that you need to take a look at. Some sort of behavior, some sort of thought pattern that is there. Don't be afraid to sit down and be told, it's okay. Our father and our mother are one and the same. It is the same energy. So, and it's all interconnected. So, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you for joining me. Infinite love, infinite light, and infinite movement. As soon as I decided to stop and do Mother Ganja ritual, blessing earth and this sacred space and connecting to source and Mother Earth, Mother Gaia, Mother Ganja, healing, that bird started to make and sing to the other birds. I just wanted to share that with you because it was absolutely gorgeous. Look at this. This is the beauty of being in nature, my friends. It's good for your heart, your mind, and your soul. Infinite love, infinite light, and infinite movement.
I was going to say Andrew Dog.